Valheim was recently released for early access on Steam on 2nd February, and it has already taken the whole world by storm, selling over 1 million copies, receiving insanely positive reviews from players around the world, making it one of the most popular survival games of all time, taking over another one of the most popular survival title, Rust. But is Valheim actually better than Rust? In what ways is it better than Rust? And most importantly, is it worth buying? These are the questions that I'm going to be answering in this video, by going over 5 reasons why Valheim is better than Rust. But before that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon so you don't miss out on any exciting videos by Fandicted. Valheim is a vast open-world multiplayer survival game where you play as Vikings, set in a fictional world of Valheim, with the task to eliminate the rivals of Odin, All-Father of Vikings. You start off in the heart of Valheim with nothing at all, and you need to go with your primal instincts to get food, build shelter, defend yourself from the evil beasts around you, and best of all, you also get to bash their heads off. Alright, let's talk about what actually makes Valheim better than Rust. And the first reason is the PvE gameplay. While Rust focuses mainly on the player versus player gameplay, where strong players prey on the weak players and wreck them just for fun, Valheim does the complete opposite. The game's more focused on co-op, player versus environment combat system, where you can play along with your friends and fight against the rivals of Odin, which eliminates one of the most frustrating part of the survival games. The second thing is it is great for new players. It is something that makes Valheim stand out. Unlike most survival games like Rust, where you spend hours or even days building expensive forts collecting crafts worth of materials, only for it to be taken away from you in minutes. Literally minutes, if anyone decides to hunt them down or attack your base all while you are taking a nap. Really? I know it was kind of what made games like Rust stand out, but it just gets too frustrating with time, and Valheim shows exactly how much more satisfying the whole survival games genre can be without them. The third reason is the control over the gameplay style. Valheim doesn't take the whole player versus player gameplay away from you and throw it in the bin, but it lets you choose between PvP and PvE gameplay. The players can simply toggle between the two, which is great for new players who want to take things slow and learn the basics before getting into the fight with high-level players roaming around the world preying on weak souls. And the fourth one is have a life, literally. Another great feature that makes Valheim stand out than Rust is the ability to get away from the game. Which might sound stupid, I mean after all these are just games, right? Well, if you have played Rust, you would know that once you start playing Rust and get deep into the game, building your base, crafting raids, making deadly weapons and other stuff, you would want to protect them all the time. You can't just leave the game for hours and come back expecting everything to be fine. I mean, they even got an app that sends out notification when someone tries to invade your space, or steal or attack your base, just so you'd come back to protect it. Now many people actually do like that, but personally I think it's a bit too much. Let me know in the comment section below what's your take on this. Last but not the least, Valheim is still in early stages, and according to the developers, the early access will be up for a year or so that they can collect as much feedback from the player as they can to ensure that the only best version of the game is released, with additional content such as different biomes, improved crafting system, new weapons, character customizations, and other things depending on what the players want. So there is a lot happening for Valheim right now, and even in the early access, Valheim has made a huge impact on the gaming market, especially in the survival genre, and we would have to wait for another year or so until the final release, which could be expected by the start of the year 2022, probably in the first quarter. So if you are still confused whether or not you should buy this game, I would definitely recommend you do so, and become part of an ever-growing community. And with that, we have reached the end of our video. Hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.